the seats, what are the seats available in Maharashtra state quota? 50% of seats in government or government aided institutions or corporate institutions, say GS, Topiwala. All those contribute 50% of seats to state quota, we know that. 20% of this is for in-service candidates, rest is for all other candidates who are eligible. And from the unaided private institutions, excluding minority, private institutions like ACPM, etc., 50% of seats come under the government quota. So whatever you see under government quota in ZyNerd as a filter, you will have 50% of private institutes and 50% of the government institute seats. The rest 50% of these private institutes, non-minority institutes, come under what is called institutional quota. This is what you will see as management in the portal. So this is institutional quota. MNG is the term used by Maharashtra for this quota of seats. You will be able to see MNG quota or category under the category under Maharashtra. This of which 15% can be NRI. So remaining 50%, there can be 35% here and 15% under NRI. NRI alone has a common eligibility. Anybody across India can be eligible. Unaided private minority institutions, there is only one. 50% of seats unfilled. So 50% of seats come under the minority quota for Muslim minority candidates, and the rest 50% again come under institutional quota. So this is something which is specific to this minority institutions. They don't contribute otherwise to the government quota. Now this 50% of seats comes under MNG, and this 50% comes under the minority category. If they are not filled, they will move on to MNG seats. Now you can see that among the minority institutions too, there is a 15% NRI quota. In-service candidates are eligible for this 20%, 3 years of service and incentives applicable. They all have 3 years of service requirement and incentives are applicable for the in-service candidates, and after that they will be allotted on this. Can appear for open seats, but they will not be, incentives will not be applicable. For example, an in-service candidate is having a rank of 1,000, 15,000. Incentives will be applicable, as we mentioned. Incentives will be applicable. They will move on to higher ranks above the non-service candidates. But this complete rank is taken up only for the in-service 20% seats. When they compete in the open seats, which is the other 30%, other than the 20% seats, the rest of the 80% seats, that will be, they'll be allotted as per this particular rank. So which means they will not be moving beyond the non-service candidates for the open seats, which means only in-service seats, they will have the incentives applicable.